having an amazing day. Welcome to Self-Love Sunday in November. This is when I post 30 videos in 30 days, and each day has a different theme. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, be sure to do so and hit that thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so today for Self-Love Sunday, I'm going to be talking to you about saying no, the relationship with yourself, the self-love journey that you have, and saying no to things that don't serve you. I personally have struggled a lot with saying no in the past because I have tended to be, I'm currently and have been breaking out of that, especially this year, tended to be a people pleaser, where I didn't want to offend anyone. I wanted to just be there 150% for everyone else. But I mean, we may have heard this airplane analogy. When the plane is going down, you have to put on your breath mask first. You have to take care of yourself first. And I wanted to deepen your awareness around this today because I think it could be very powerful and very liberating for you. So as you become more and more familiar with your energy in your awakening experience, so familiar with your energy is in recognizing simply what feels good and what doesn't feel good to you, you're able to allow your intuition to guide you more and more. I can personally say I've made it a mission of mine and just like allowed it to be that I live by my intuition now. My intuition guides me, and as much as like I may want to make plans or I may want to be there for other people or do certain things or take actions in different ways, I really honor the aligned action that I feel called to take by my intuition, which means that I'm aware of my energy, I'm aware how I'm feeling around certain situations, and I say yes to things that feel good and no to things that don't. Even if I don't have a logical explanation, I honor my energy first. And I want to speak a little bit more to the past. So like I mentioned, I did have all this stuff around being a people pleaser. I wanted people to like me. I didn't want to trigger people if I said no or said I couldn't do something, or I didn't want to go to the social event, or I didn't want to go hang out with someone. I used to make myself do things that I didn't want to do because I wanted to control how other people would perceive me. So I wanted to say yes to the social events because I didn't want to like disappoint my friends, or I wanted them to view me in a certain way. I didn't want to make anyone sad. And what I've come to learn in my journey is that you're here to trigger people too. So just as a simple example, if your friend invites you to go to a social event, I mean, I know social events look very different right now, but let's say your friend invites you to go to a social event and you wake up that day and you're not feeling like it, you know, you're feeling a little bit obligated because you had committed to it prior, but your energy is not in alignment with that. Let's say you decide, I really can't do this. I'm really gonna honor myself. I'm gonna honor my energy today, and I'm gonna say, I can't. I'm sorry, I'm not really feeling good about it, or I feel like I need to spend a night in. If you're an introvert like myself, like this is very important that we spend time nurturing our energy. If you're into human design and you're a projector, also you're the being that does not generate their own energy, so you may need to rest. I need to rest a lot. So let's say you say no and that person gets slightly offended or slightly triggered. That's part of their journey. You're part of the divine orchestration in that person learning more about themselves and learning why they get triggered when, let's say, someone can't come or they can't do something. That's one thing that's really allowed me to have a lot of peace of mind and a lot of liberation around moving away from being a people pleaser and saying no to things that I don't feel like doing, is because I'm part of the divine orchestration. I've become more and more okay with triggering people. For example, as you guys presently know, I'm navigating a dark night of the soul. I've distanced myself from a lot of things. And what's interesting is that I see the friends who are nurturing and respectful of me taking distance from all sorts of things and like not being like on my phone or like not responding to messages so quickly or not sending voice notes. And then I have friends who are asking like, where have you been? Like, why, blah, blah, blah. And there's a resistant type energy. So in this situation, I'm honoring myself, right? I'm not forcing myself to be on my phone, to be responding to everyone. Of course, like emails and stuff gets done for my business and that feels in alignment with me, but anything extra, like I don't really feel like I have too much to give right now because I'm nurturing and honoring myself. I'm honoring my energy through this period of time. So I notice like people in my life who have been respectful and honoring this, and people who have been resistant and pressuring me to almost figure it out. Not directly, but that's the energy that I feel, is that people are expectant of me. And all that I need to do is simply show up and honor my energy. Especially going through what I'm navigating right now, if I have anything extra to give in my day and my time and my energy, I'm giving it to myself. That might look like, okay, I feel inspired to go to a friend's house for dinner, or like go on a walk with a friend. Or it could look like me just staying home and honoring how I feel. By truly honoring my energy, whether that triggers someone or not, the more that I've done that, the more that I've answered yes to myself. Because imagine if you're saying yes to something you don't want to do, you're giving yourself a hard no. Whereas when I'm honoring my energy and I'm saying no to things that I don't want to do, I'm giving myself a huge yes. Yes, I love myself. Yes, I honor myself. I deepen my self-love. I choose myself. I choose to honor my energy. I become detached from the perceptions of others in this situation, because I know that what comes first and what's most important is honoring my energy and how I feel, honoring my emotions. And what's been beautiful about navigating like this dark night, as like dark as it is sometimes, is that I really am nurturing this new depth of self-love within myself, because I'm more aware of the energy. I'm aware of the energy that I'm receiving, and I'm choosing to only follow what feels good. And I want to give you guys some actionable ways to say no, and just give yourself permission. Take this video as a sign that I'm allowed to say no to things. And it might be uncomfortable at first, because you might worry about those self-perceptions of others. You might be worried about hurting people's feelings. You might want them to perceive you in a certain way, but that's just an illusion. You know who you are. You know where your heart is at. You know what your intentions are. You know, you might say no to a friend, but they're still your friend. You still love your friend. Like, you're coming from love when you say no to things that your energy is not aligned with in that time space. So ways in which you can say no is, what I found is that it's hard for me to make commitments right now, because my energy is, I'm navigating things. So what I'll say is that let's just play it by ear, or I'm presently navigating some stuff, so I'll just let you know how I feel closer to the time. Or when do you need to have confirmation by? You can ask for like a specific day or time that you might need to confirm whether you're going to attend or not, and then you can judge it on that day, how your intuition, how your energy is feeling. But you can say, I'm sorry, I'm just simply not feeling up to it tonight, or I need to honor my energy. And it's so empowering when you say these things, you guys. Like, a friend reached out to me questioning me about how I'm distanced myself or not responding to messages as frequently. And I just stated, like, listen, I'm navigating a dark night of the soul right now, and if I have any extra energy to give, I'm simply choosing to give it to myself. And that felt so good for me to just say that, more and more and more say that. Because I am honoring who I am respecting myself, and I am trusting my energy above all. I'm trusting that I'm part of the divine process. And if people get offended by this continuously, like, they're being called to look at something. If they're getting triggered by you saying no in your life, whether that's in a workplace or like any type of situation, if people are getting triggered by you saying no, then that's something that they should look at. Like, they're being called to heal something within them that triggers them. So just know that it's good to trigger people, because you're working with the divine orchestration of the universe, right? We're all kind of like moving through this, moving through our emotions, moving through space and time, all learning different things. You're in people's lives for very specific reasons, just as they're in yours for very specific reasons. So trust that process, and trust your energy when it comes to saying no. I say no all the time now, and I love it. And it like I said, it deepens this journey with self-love. It builds my respect for myself, and it honors me. Anyways, guys, I hope that you liked this video. I hope it gave you more permission to say no in your life and to honor your own energy. And I will be seeing you again very soon.